Hello and welcome, my name is Nidaus. This is episode 25 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio. We're playing Angels mods and it's going absolutely spectacular. Though does feel a bit of like a ghost base because I'm building such big things that they don't piece well together just yet. But it'll come, don't worry. We now have iron and steel. What we're now going to be working on is copper and tin and copper cores. That will be awesome. I think that's going to be a great thing to work on today. So let's dive in. There's a lot of work going on. So just let's recap from last time. We have our iron production looking very, very beautiful. I'm so happy about it. It has now stockpiled 600,000 iron because each coil can become four iron plates. And likewise over here we have, let's call it 75. So that's 300,000 steel plates. Very nice to have that stockpiled, and it just keeps flowing. Very nice. Down here we have the manganese. The part that we need to be careful of, or be mindful of, not careful of, but mindful of, is this part up here. The iron production takes 2 lanes of iron and 2 lanes of manganese, so it's balanced because the output down here is balanced. So the input is balanced, so the output should also be balanced. Now it isn't. What I am doing here, I'm taking 2 lanes. If we counted in yellow lanes, there would be 4 yellow lanes and 4 yellow lanes of iron and 1 yellow lane of manganese. That means we have 1.5 red lane residual here that stockpiles, and that's not a good thing, but it will, look how fast it already is accumulating. It will not be, it'll be a problem short term, but as I get aluminium or titanium, I can route this over to make that with more efficient recipes. However, today, this is our recipe. This is what we're going to work on. We are going to take 2 lanes. I know they only get 6 lanes in, but I'm still going to try to take 8 lanes out. Some of it will always be standing still. Now I'll be taking 2 lanes of tin out to become tin plates. I'll be taking 2 lanes out or 2 lanes of copper out to be copper plates. And then I'll take 4 lanes to be tin copper wire coils. Actually, gonna be nice. I am sure of it. Now let's look at our refinement step this time around. There are a number of levels. Let's just look at it from the tin perspective. There are 3 recipes. There are 3 recipes for all of them, I believe. Pretty much, yeah. And they vary in complexity. So the first one is directly from ore to ingots. There's 100%, 24 to 24. The next one, there is an intermediate step of processed where we get a 50% productivity boost. And then there's the more advanced one that gets a 100% productivity boost. So since we have all of the research for tin and copper, you can see there's an extra intermediate step, which makes it really annoying. Now that is what it is, but we have to deal with it. Some of them are absolutely horrible. Here, the worst one, you can see a titanium tetrachloride, yucky. Tungsten becomes also really disgusting, and I believe silicon as well becomes like this trichlorosilane. Just don't go there. Where we will go is our tin production. Now each of these red machines is speed 1.5. Unfortunately, I do not have the red machines yet for the pellet press. This is a bit annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. So that means we have to calculate with something that's crafting speed 1 instead. And it goes into here. That gives us the last step. So that's the process. Let's look at it. Let's start balancing out in ratios. And that's where things get a bit dicey. This is taking 4 in and 2 out. Or per second, it is taking 2 in per second and 1 out per second. No. What? Yeah, 2 in, 1 out per second times 1.5. 2 inbound and 1 outbound. Now this one is only crafting speed 1, so this takes 2 outbound. Or are we taking 3 inbound and 4 outbound, but it's every 2 seconds. So it's 1.5 inbound and 2 outbound. Yes, so this one is now outbound 2 per second. Now this inbound is then taking the tin pellets, and we need to add some carbon, which also can function as fuel. The tin pellets takes 2 per second times 1.5 because of the crafting speed, so it takes 3 per second. This is not correct, so we need something like this. And that's going to be a nice little square that will serve pretty much our purpose. I will then take something. See, we will definitely have on this side. Yeah. Here we'll have the fuel coming in. I want to keep it as close as possible. And what I do with this, I don't really know. But something like this, I guess. Now we built the unit. This will be the unit. It needs just normal inserters. This is not, none of this is going to be particularly fast. And some. Oh. There. And let's also get some lights, because we always need lights, because that makes everything more cozy. And here, this now takes, what does it take per second? It takes 2 per second inbound. So this is 3 because of speed, 3, 6, 9. This is 9 inbound. This is outputting 24 per 4 seconds, so that's 6 per second times 1.5, that's 9, 18 per second out. So it's 100% because it takes 9 per second in and gets 18 out. Pretty damn neat. Let's get these inserters for the carbon. There, that is now a unit, and we are gonna get this unit crafted multiple places. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. I'm actually gonna remove this just because. And okay, this is 9. And if I remember correctly, this is 72 inbound. Yeah, that's what we have, 72 inbound. So 24 per lane. If I split it out, then it's going to be 9. 2 of these is going to be 18. 3, that'll be 27. So that can take a full belt. So maybe, just maybe, I would like to take 2 out for the tin and 1 for the combined. I think that makes sense. Let's see how much we need in terms of the tin copper wire. Tin copper wire, where is it? Here? Oh, it doesn't say the product. There, tin copper wire. It takes 1 and 1.5. Oh, the fact that it's more is less than ideal. It means I actually should take 2 here and 3 on that side, but I don't like it. No, hold on. This is where it gets even more awesome. If I recall correctly. Yes. If we look at this, there's now an equal ratio between the 2 of them. And I get tin wire coils. So it's 4 of each in, gives me tin wire coils, and at 1 tin wire coil becomes 4 tin copper wire. This is going to be a ridiculously cheap way of making tin wire coils. Though the other one was also producing 2? No, 3. Okay. It's slightly more efficient, which is nice, and it's a equal recipe. So we are going to say, I'm still going to take 3 lanes of 24, which is 72, and divided by 9, so that means 8 of these units. Let's see how far we can put them down here. If there are 8 units, that means there's 4 on this side. 4 times 18, too much. I have it right there. So we are gonna kill this one. Is anything coming? Oh, hold on. I guess I need you to get a bit closer. Whoops. And I will just take a random location that does not have overlap, just to figure out how it's going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now inbound wise, this is taking 18. This is going to take 27. So it's taking slightly more than what it can do. But the output will then be, these 3 will be 27 and these 3 will be 27. So I take 2 red lanes in, and I get 4 red lanes out. Oh, that's awesome. That's a lot of red lanes. That will be... Yeah, unfortunately going to be having full this here, and then the copper is going to be much bigger, so I'll get it over here. Let's give that a shot. Tin, where are you? I'm going to take how many belts? This is 24. Yes. And can I just make it right next to each other? Oh, yes, I can. That means... Oops, I actually didn't want the full. I only wanted 1 unit as of now. That's 1 unit. Great. Okay, where are we? Now, what if we take the middle lanes? This will be the middle lanes here. So we can take it 1, 2. Yeah. Ah, my God. Oh my God, that's horrible. Did I just do that? Oh, what the hell did I expect to happen? Wow. And then I cap it here because this will be actually going into the next one. Wow, that was just pretty much about the stupidest thing not the stupidest thing I've ever done, because I think I can come up with a few more stupid things, but pretty much up there. There you go. That is a pretty impressive setup. Generating 8 full lanes of copper ingots, or not copper, tin ingots. Nice. Now the problem on the next one is the direction, but we can... Okay, I'm gonna move you. It's always the rule is here. It's always the opposite way of what you want. So I'm gonna... Oh, okay, this way. Yep. So that line means it's the ass. And I guess this lane will also need to be removed here. Switch. Switch. And switch. 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 No switching. Whoops. And yeah. So 4 lanes in, million lanes out. And that's an awful lot of blinking. I don't even have enough. Is that really true? Can that be true? Well, it can, but it isn't. That was exactly 7, and there. Nice. Missing anything? No, not anymore. Now let's... Yes. That's 1. That is 2. Okay, I'm getting a bit overwhelmed by how big this is going to be. But that's what you get, and we haven't even started adding productivity modules yet. Obviously, but I hope that I'm building big enough here. In this base. You want to build big. And we also at some point have to figure out how we're going to build the rest of the base. So this is working. Everything seems to be okay. I'm going to get these belts in here. Now, I suppose what I should be doing is actually taking those 4 belts and directing them. Might have been all in vain. But for now, I'm just going to build it into a location because we basically want to see it operating. Yeah, obviously that's not where I want to bake it. Hey, that was actually completely correct. 4. One, two, three. Next. All the way down. I have to be so much more careful now that there's this overriding. I used to be able to work quite quickly, but now I feel that I have to slow down. Nope, no way of making this one easily connect. There. And I will then take... Oh, can I even make it? Yeah, let's move the whole damn thing one up, right? One up. If in doubt, one up. Why was it so important that it was stuck in exactly the middle? Because now this one can't get in. It's horrible. Why does this thing happen? Alright, screw you. I'm gonna do it in an awful way. And then I can fix it afterwards, but damn it if I'm gonna get my stuff here. There. What the hell is going on? Good. However, we will start with a matter of getting stuff in here that is right at this location, I suppose. This one I can definitely just take in. Just keep going up until we meet this one. That is carbon. It's an essential part of what we need to build. It might actually not be able to keep up, but let's just have a look. This one's blinking because I have already set up a notification when it's below, I don't know what, 10,000 or some other crazy amount. This is now feeding in, and we will hook up our tin wire here. Oh, why did I do that when I... Okay, whatever. Let's see how things are working. Is something coming out? It goes all the way up. And it should be using more than a full belt. So let's see if it can... This one can even keep up. It does not appear to be able to keep up. That's actually quite crazy. But let's have a look. Does it? Yeah, it's still okay. It looks pretty stable down here, but it is moving quite fast at this location. And it should be pretty much using everything. No, pretty much. And at here, we will also correspondingly have pretty much a full belt. And this one increases extremely rapidly. I'll be taking this one over to the next location. Well, not yet, but what I need to make is probably something we can't make in a single location. Nope, we cannot. So I will have to do that in the next one, because I also kind of ran out of everything and after this endeavor. But it's yet another location that is working very, very efficiently. It will of course run out at this point, and it needs to be fixed. Again, more stuff off camera. And you can see here the buffer down there just disappeared immediately. This might actually be a good idea to do, because what if I remove the buffer, remove all this, then I could actually just make it a bit closer, because I don't want this buffer. I know I have it here, but do I really want it? I don't think I do, but I'll figure that out once this is converted. It actually won't be, yeah, okay, this will be converted into twice as much, which means it'll exactly fill up these two locations, and maybe a bit more. Okay, I will be wrapping up this episode. This was slightly shorter than normal episodes, but I've had a few ones that were overly long. Next time we'll be looking at the copper, and after that we'll be combining it up here. I have already built, and that might be something we should take a look at. I built this ratio. This took ages and ages to build, but now I actually built it to 2 ratio. It takes full belt in. Let's have a look at what they take. Induction engines. Where is my troublesome car that wrecks things? Oh, there's an awful lot. Don't look at it. It's horrible. But this is using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on either side. I believe it takes 24 on either one of these inbound. So it takes 24 inbound and then converts it into these big ones. Now, what I should be mindful of, some people are advocating this should be built so that you can just hook up the coolant once you get it, but the ratio also drastically changes when you change the coolant, so that makes no sense. I also built like a small one here for the tin. No, the tin copper wire. So that's also going to happen. So we will need a tin copper wire and then also some tin production, and then we'll be seeing how this goes. Now let's wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining. I'll be seeing you in the next episode when we continue on our shenanigans here and scaling up. And after, I believe, iron, steel, copper, and tin, we really should be making lead, but I don't know. We'll see. It is time for us to start looking at what happens afterwards. What happens afterwards? The big question. We need to start looking into that question and start coming up with some answers. But that's not now. Now it's time to wrap up. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, you know where the like button is, you know where the subscribe button is, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.